You know that feeling, right? That little jolt in your stomach when your boss says, "Got a minute for some feedback?" Or maybe your heart starts pounding during a really tense meeting? Yeah, we've all been there. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive right into those moments. We'll show you how to handle them like a pro and actually turn them into your biggest opportunities as a leader. I mean, let's be real. Feedback can sting. Conflict feels awful. And pressure, it just builds and builds. These things are totally universal. But what separates the great leaders from everyone else? What do they do differently when things get tough? It's a great question, and it's exactly what we're here to unpack. All right, so this is where it all begins. Leadership's real test. It's all about turning those challenges into opportunities. And honestly, the secret is a mindset shift. It's pretty simple, but it's also a total game changer. Instead of seeing these tough spots as, threats to avoid, the best leaders see them as a chance to show what you're made of, build stronger connections, and really level up your leadership skills. Yeah, exactly. These moments, they're basically the proving grounds for your leadership potential. It's like an audition. Seriously, anyone can steer the ship when the water's calm, right? But it's how you handle the storms, the feedback, the conflict, the pressure that really shows what you can do. If you can ace this part, you're showing everyone you're ready for what's next. Okay, so let's get into the how. It's called the respond, not react rule. And I'm not kidding when I say this is your new leadership superpower. This one little rule is going to completely change how you approach pretty much every challenge that comes your way. So what's the difference? Look at this. A reaction that's instinctive. It's emotional. It's defensive. It's that gut punch feeling where you just lash out. But a response that's considered. It's intentional. It's constructive. It's a choice. Now be honest with yourself for a second. Which one is your default? The amazing thing is you can actually train yourself to respawn instead of react. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So how do we build this superpower? It's actually super simple. Just 3 steps. Step 1, pause. Step 2, understand. And step 3, respond. That's it. This is your framework. It's the tool that's going to help you move from reacting to responding. Let's break down how this works in the real world. Okay, let's get practical. We're going to start with mastering difficult feedback by applying this framework. Because let's face it, this is one of the toughest things we have to do as leaders, right? And this is where that ability to pause, understand, and then respond is just absolutely critical. All right, so imagine someone's giving you feedback. What's the first thing you want to do? Get defensive, right? Argue your point. We need to fight that urge. So step 1, pause. Just take a breath. Don't interrupt. Then step 2, understand. Ask questions like, can you tell me more about that? Or can you give me an example? Your goal is to see it from their side. And finally, step 3, respond. Thank them for the input, even if it's hard to hear, and tell them what you'll do next. You're not just taking criticism, you're building trust. And guess what? It works the other way around too, when you're the one giving the feedback. First, pause. Plan what you're going to say. What's the one key message you want them to get? Second, understand. Your goal here isn't to criticize, it's to help them grow. You're a coach. And then respond. Be specific, talk about the behavior, not the person, and give them a clear path forward. I love this idea. You're giving them a roadmap, not just telling them they took a wrong turn. All right, now let's turn up the heat. We're talking about staying calm under fire. This is about leading through real pressure and conflict. High stakes, tight deadlines, this is where the real leaders emerge. And believe me, our pause, understand, respond framework is going to be your best friend here. I love this quote. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. This is everything. Think about it. Someone cuts you off in traffic. That's the stimulus. Your immediate reaction might be to lay on the horn, right? That little moment before you do, that's the space. Our pause is all about making that space bigger, giving you the power to choose a better response. So how does this work with pressure and expectations, when you're just buried in work? Instead of panicking, use the framework. First, pause. Stop and just look at everything on your plate. Then, understand. What's really the top priority? What does success actually look like for this project? Ask those questions. And then respond. Communicate your plan, be honest about what you can handle, and flag any risks. This isn't just about saving your own skin. It's about earning massive respect. And in a conflict, oh man, this framework is like a fire extinguisher. When things get heated, the very first step is to pause. You have to get your own emotions in check first. Take that deep breath. Once you're calm, you can move to understand. That means you're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're actively listening to their side. Only then can you respond, by focusing on the problem, not attacking the person, and finding a way forward together. So, as we start to wrap this up, choose your response. This is your defining moment as a leader. What's the one big takeaway from all of this? It's the power of choice. Being a leader doesn't mean you're a robot who never gets angry or stressed. No way. It means you have the awareness to see these tough moments coming, and you have the discipline to choose a thoughtful response instead of just having a gut reaction. And that's really how you measure your growth. It's right here. Your growth as a leader is measured in the space between a challenge and your choice of response. It's not about your title. It's not about your salary. It's about how big you can make that space. The bigger that space gets, the more trust, credibility, and influence you're building. That's what real leadership is. So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you're in one of those tough moments, getting feedback, feeling the pressure, in the middle of a conflict, what are you going to do? Will you react or will you respond? Are you going to let your instincts take over, or are you going to pause, understand, and choose your response like a leader? Honestly, the choice is yours, and that choice could define your entire career.